Welcome to this week's edition of Fundy Motorsports Magazine. The venue, Pennfield Dragway. The action, as you can see behind me, is going to be drag racing. Stay tuned, we're going to come back with lots more action. Mac Beckwith with me here up from Bangor, Maine. What are you running this week for times?
I've been running 884s pretty consistently, about 150 miles an hour.
Okay, explain us a little bit about the car here.
Well, it's a small block Chevy. It's a 377 D-stroked. It runs with an air shifter and a rev limiter. It has all the goodies. Basically, point us straight ahead and try to hold on.
Okay, so what brings you up here to Pennfield this weekend?
Well, just trying to get some good times in. Our company, Fundy's Auto Supply, is sponsoring the race in the next time they're up here. And I'd like to get a few good consistent runs in so I could be ready for then, basically.
Okay. Think you could get anybody that's going to catch you today?
Okay. Well, I don't know. Actually, the speed in the car doesn't mean much. It's the person driving it. And I haven't been 100% lately, I guess.
So we'll be watching your reaction time next run.
Yeah, that's it right there. The reaction time's 100%. If you don't have that, you don't have a thing. So, yeah, that's all it is.
Okay, let's hope you got a good light.
Thank you. Thanks. Yeah.
Jim Moore from Bernard, Maine. Jim, you just went through the first round of competition here.
Time was a 9:57 on a 9:55 dial. I had to let off the throttle appreciably not to break out of my bracket that run.
Okay, so do you think your dial was a little too slow for you?
Yeah, I dialed down another 20 thousandths this pass, for this next pass.
Okay, so that'll keep you flat out the top end then.
Yeah, 9:30. I can hang it right pretty tough there.
Yeah. Jim, whereabouts are you running besides here at Pennfield?
Well, we've run several national events this year in Epping, New Hampshire, Atco, New Jersey, driven kind of up and down the East Coast.
Yeah, it's a good way to spend a summer, isn't it?
Gets us out of the house over the weekend, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's great, and it is a family sport that a lot of people and their families get involved in, aren't they?
Yes, it certainly are. It's amazing how many, young families and stuff are involved in the sport now, or men and their sons and whatnot,
Well, it's a good learning experience for them. Well, thanks a lot, Jim. Good luck in the next round.
Thank you much.
Down here in the Dave Warman pit. Dave, you're from St. John. Some other people here might be from St. John too. Who are these?
These are my two kids, Sarah and Jamie. They're quite supporters of drag racing, and quite supporters of us, and we're going to do the best we can to win this today.
You guys having fun down here?
Yeah.
Who's going to be the next one to drive this car?
I am.
You are, eh? Is that because you're the oldest?
Yeah.
Dave, you're going into the quarterfinals here. Who are you up against?
I'm up against Jim Burns from St. John. We're running a Nash 5-speed powered Ford Mustang, and it's a hard car to beat. It's going to be a real good drag race.
Okay. What's your index?
My index is I run on an 890. Jim runs on a 990 on super gas index, but today where we're bracket racing, we both backed down a little bit. He's running 995 and I'm running on a 9 flat, so I got to give him roughly pretty near a full tree head start. So I got to sit there and wait for him, then try and track him down.
Is that the hardest part in bracket racing, is waiting for that light?
It is. With the super comp class, we run heads up pro tree, which is 4/10 tree, and you leave, it's instant start. It's not too bad, but in this, I've got to hear him leave and then wait and watch my lights and then cut a good light against them, and it gets difficult. It's not that easy. It looks a lot easier than it really is, because the anticipation, you keep getting a little bit more excited, and that's usually when you end up biting your own tail.
Especially now, you're getting awful close to the money round.
Yeah, next round's money round, so that's the one we're looking for. We want to get into the money round, and it helps defray the expenses for trying to keep this going.
Okay, great. Good luck in the next. Let's head back over to the drag strip and follow up on some of the action going on.
Okay, so it's 500. 500 and then what?
You got 300 extra?
500 and 300.
We have one there for 400.
How much? 500 and what? No, that's, I just need to know when I'm announcing it, what I'm going to be doing. Right lane dial of 1418, left lane dialed at 1145. Right lane with a 751 reaction time, left lane a 621 reaction time, advantage to the left lane. Now left lane gets there first, takes a win, runs 1165 and 1145 dial, right lane runs a 1431 and a 1418 dial. 6 Stevens in the rail on the right lane. Is dialed at a 915. Right lane's dialed at a 1240 in the right lane. 1210 in the right lane. 3-second head start in the right lane. Right lane a 537 reaction. Left lane 625 reaction time. Big advantage to the right lane, almost a tenth of a second head start in the right lane. Right lane gets there first, takes the win. Runs a 12:14 on a 12:10 dial. Left lane runs a 9:10 on a 9:15 dial. He breaks out, but still couldn't catch the right lane. Okay. And Ray Roach in the Mouse Tricks car gets the bye run. Cuts a 681 reaction time, first 60 feet, 1.437 seconds, and he shuts off the clocks at a 9.78 seconds at 140 miles an hour. And looks like Camaro here gets a bye run this time. The street car class. And it cuts a 7:15 reaction time, first 60 feet, 2.071 seconds. And shuts off the clocks at 13.42 seconds at 104 miles an hour. And the right lane's dialed at 1330, left lane's dialed at 1427. And left lane get almost a full second head start. Left lane a 631 reaction, right lane a 563 reaction time. Advantage to the right lane. Yeah, right lane gets there first, but he breaks out. He runs a 13.271 on a 1330 dial. Left lane runs a 1430 on a 1427 dial. Left lane number 27 takes the win. And looks like we're down to 4 cars left in this class. Bill. We're down to the Pro Super Pro class here. The 10. There's a block. And we'll looking in the right lane at Dave Warman. He's dialed in an 896. Marco Belanger in the left lane from St. Stephen, New Brunswick. He's dialed in at 1273. Card stage. 3 come down. Left lane. Oh. Right lane gets there first, takes a win, runs in 6-9. Yeah, runs in 8-9-9-9 on an 8-9-6-0 dial. Left lane runs a 12-86 on a 12-73 dial. Right lane. Dave Warman advances to the next round. The left lane is dialed in 1147. The right lane is dialed at 883. At least we got it both. We can both go there. Be over a 2.5 second head start from the left lane. 871 reaction in the left lane. 674 reaction in the right lane. Advantage to the right lane. About 0.2 of a second advantage to the right lane. See who gets there first. Right lane gets there first. Takes the win. Runs an 883 with a 6 on an 883 0 dial. Left lane runs an 1144 on 1147 dial. He breaks out by 0.029 seconds, but the right lane beat him there. Right lane number 10 takes the win.
Now to update you on our Motorsports calendar of events. For more drag racing action, the next stop is Winterport, Maine. Nostalgia Racing, August 2nd. That's followed by the Canada-US Drag Wars, with round 1 going in Pennfield on August the 8th, and round 2 in Winterport the following day, August the 9th. The Eastern Mini Stock Association will be back in Petty Raceway August the 1st. And every Tuesday night at 7:30, stock car racing at Hammond River Raceway. And now back to the final rounds at Pennfield Dragway.
Over the right lane, we've got Don Johnson of Grand Bay. 1967 Nova, the 350 powered. Left lane, Ray Roach of St. John. Here's 68 Camaro. $9.99. I can't. Here, take a look for yourself. Looks like a 999 dial in the left lane, a 1210 in the right lane. And a right lane, a 706 reaction. Left lane, a 557 reaction time. And left lane gets there first, takes a win, runs a 10.06 on a 999 dial. Right lane runs a 12.11 on a 12.10 dial. Left lane, Ray Roach is the winner in the buyback race.
That's what your wife said. Is that right?
Okay. And down a streetcar final. Wayne Chase in the left lane, dialed at a 1339. Right lane's dialed at a 1427. Right lane a 714 reaction, left lane a 683 reaction, advantage in the left lane. Not a big one, but it could be enough. And the right lane gets there first, runs a 1433 on a 1427 dial. Left lane runs a 1348 on a 1339 dial. Right lane, number 27, takes the win. Left lane is Dave Warman of St. John, New Brunswick on an S&W dragster. That's no big Dave's dial yet. 891. Let me know. I'll catch it. Left lane. Dave Warman is dialing an 890. Dialing an 892. That's an S&W rear engine dragster with a 331 cubic inch Chevrolet powered. Right lane, Mac Beckwith in his Alter, the 23T, a 377 Chevrolet powered on alcohol. He's dialing 883. Left lane, 750 reaction time. Right lane, a 612 reaction time. Advantage to the right lane. Right lane gets there first and takes a win. Runs an 894 on an 883 dial. Left lane runs an 893 on an 892 dial, but couldn't make up what he lost at the Christmas tree. Number 10.
And there you have it, Mac Beckwith from Bangor, Maine, just inching out Dave Warman from St. John in the pro final. Leave you now with some of the sights and sounds of Pennfield Raceway.
Number 27-1.
You ever wonder what really happens when you turn your key on in today's cars? Many of the things are controlled by electronic control units. So let's have a look at one. Okay, what we have here are some of the different control units which are used on some of the different systems on today's cars. Okay, many of the systems on today's cars are electronically controlled. Some of them may include electronic fuel injection, which is quite we have electronically controlled active suspension systems, which can regulate the ride height and the shock absorber tension. Anti-lock braking systems to prevent wheel lockup on hard stops. Traction control systems to prevent wheel spin on heavy acceleration. Speed-sensitive steering on some of the sports models to regulate the amount of steering assist you have at high speed so you continue to have that feel of the road. Airbags and seat belts, which are for the driver and passenger protection. There's also security systems, keyless entry systems, automatic headlight controls, which would dim your headlights, turn them on, and what have you. Automatic air conditioning, which would make it so if you want to set to a specific temperature, it will maintain that temperature at all times. There's also drive computers, which give you fuel mileage, distance to empty, that sort of thing. Power seat controls for where there is more than one driver of the car, the seat will automatically readjust to the position which you want it. We also have the electronic stereos, which have been out for quite a while now. Even windshield wipers could be electronically controlled through time control units and that sort of thing for intermittent wipers. Interior lighting could be electronically controlled. Your instruments, meters, and gauges also could be electronically controlled, and many, many more. You could pretty well go from one end of the car to the other and find on some car somewhere everything that has been covered by electronics. Okay, these are some of the electronic control units which you may find in today's cars. They may be called by terms such as ECU, or electronic control unit. It could also be called an ECM, for electronic control module. And different manufacturers will tend to use their own names, such as ECCS, electronically concentrated control systems, BCM, body control modules, power modules, logic modules, many different names. Basically what they all are, though, is a control unit which receives input information, processes it, compares it to a map which is already in there, a program which is already in there, and then drives the actuators on the output side. They're an electronic brain is what they are. They could be used for anything such as an engine control computer, which this one is, shift lock control for your shift lock system, even dome light control for your timer of your dome light. Okay, many of today's control units, especially engine control units, will have systems built into them to double check themselves and to tell the driver if there is a problem. Now many of them will use a warning light such as a check engine light or a small LED on a switch, and the ones that do not have this, many of them will have a fail-safe function to tell you if there's a problem going on, such as your engine RPM will not exceed 2800 RPM, for example. If this is a condition that continues to occur, then that's the computer's way of telling you there's a problem, have the vehicle serviced.
Sounds like good advice, Brian. We'll be looking forward to seeing you back on future shows with more tips for the average driver. Coming up on next week's show, we're going to have 4x4 mud bogging. It was held at Hammond River, and to leave you this week, we're just going to give you a little teaser, see what to expect.
He didn't let you down, did he?
Well, what's the time? Yeah. Okay, Screwy, she's all yours. You own the track.
Come on, Screwy.
She's digging in there all right, Screwy.
He did better than Dad.
Pardon me? She's not quite as fast as the Ranger, but she made her through.
Leroy,
Ooh, she's a little deep there, Jamie. That little Toyota's digging. I think he's going to do it. His truck's working good too today. I guess those Jeep drivers will soon be going to buy Chevs after the look of them last two. Ooh, she don't like that water. She's gonna make it. Our next truck is Roger Fortune. Frankie Moore doesn't like it when those Fords make it through. He doesn't get no work at the garage that way. I guess while we're watching that truck go through, Tim Lanigan, Randy's trying his best, but I don't know why he won't roll his windows down and wave to us. Randy. And Ian's going to make it through. Here comes Kevin Grant. I don't know if they're any relation or not. And Kevin's got a hole in the side of his muffler or something. It's a little louder. Andy's a brave fella. He doesn't believe in doors or anything. Oh, the co-pilot's getting a little closer to him now. They're down near rubbing knees out there. Well, they're going to wave. Look, they're waving to us there, folks. Look. That truck isn't stuck up anyways. He's got lots of time for waving.
There's 5 people.
Right. 1397.
Well, that truck works pretty good, Bill.